Hello and welcome to Planet S. This is a tutorial to show you how to get started. If you recognize my voice from this, probably because I've already made a tutorial like this for the first video on my channel. Let's get right into it with creating your game. So first of all, there's a bunch of options here. First one I want to get into is this one, which is the faction color. So you can click here and switch between a few presets. I'll take this one and go here and customize flag. So you can add a second layer, and you can see that layer is white. But if I slide here, the red down, the blue down, that's green. If I could put the scale down, it goes down. So I'll make it 50, 50. And here the rotation just means how much spin does it have. So I'll give this one 45 degrees of spin, so it's with its corners to the middle of the thing. I advise you against using this slider because it goes from left to right, so if you want your thing somewhere left or right, do that. Because there's no numbers here. You could make it a symbol. I wasn't aware of that, but... So, let me just get back to the normal thing. There we go. So this slider, so I can put it up here, and then I can name it RB or something, and boom. Good. So now there are real world options. First of all, the world seed, you can just generate one or you can make it your own. First of all, world type. This is the size of the planet, so you can have tiny planets or ordered. Ordered is normal and tiny planets are tiny planets. Now world size, that's not planet size. That is size of the solar system you're in. So increasing the world size just makes the distance between planets bigger. Or the distance between their orbits. World difficulty is how many planets there are. Resource abundance is how many resources are on each planet. And planet difficulty is how much usable land is on a planet. I'll get into usable land later when we're in the world. Resource limitation is just if resources are unlimited or if they refill or if they're just at some point gone. And this is just how fast they refill or how fast they get empty. Here is just, for example, here's just start credits. 90,000, 60,000, 30,000. Doesn't really matter because all of those are enough if you know what you're doing. I'll settle for 60,000 right now. And the building costs a refund. That's just how much you get back from destroying a building. And peace treaty duration is just how long does a peace treaty last. So if you are multiplayer and you have a peace treaty with another player, it's either just with none, I guess it's until you say it's not anymore. And these are just time sets. Pirates are just, they'll come up at some points and attack your cargo ships. So if you have ships traveling between planets, I don't think they attack planets directly, but I'm not sure. And this is something that I'll get into later as well. And you can insert bots as well, but how do I... Wait. There we go, click player. So let's start the game. There we are. First thing you'll notice when you spawn here is this circle. That is your starter ship. You have to select it with left click and then look for a planet to settle. There's 4 types of planets. These desert ones, which aren't too good to start on. Then these normal Earth-like ones, which are more balanced and better to start on, and these frost ones, which are also harsher. And then there's also these ones, these gas planets, which I have no idea how to use, but those are late game, I believe. So let's go to one of the Earths and press right click to make my spaceship go to this point. So here's my ship. Since it's on the planet's atmosphere now, Down here it has this button, this little house, which says colonize. When you press that, you get this, which is a building you can only place once. That's like your hub. So I'll place that... yeah, I'll place that here. From this point onward, you don't need your ship anymore until you want to settle other planets, so I'll just put it over this lake here, so it's out of the way. A little thing on zooming in on planets, it does that automatically. So if you're out here, you can just select a planet and it tells you what materials are there. And here it just tells you, yeah. Now once you have one of these placed on a planet, you can change the name of the planet. So from default it's called Sevastopol, your first planet. I believe it's always that. I'll just call it Center for now. And here are colony shares, which just is for multiplayer if you want to sell like a share for your colony. This is the share price and how much it makes. Now you see down here, my balance, the green is 0 and the red is minus 80. Green is what I make in income, and red is what I have to give out. So you can see my balance is dropping. So what I have to do is go here and place some workers' residences. These workers will just generate, they generate income for you, they pay taxes. But as you can see, they have needs. They want vegetables for food, a city center, energy, a pub, and workwear. But how do I get the bricks to build these workers' residences? Well, that's by clicking up here on clay. You come to one of these clay mines, and if you press down here on clay mine, it builds one automatically. But you can also build those here. And if you keep pressing here, you keep going to clay mines. And then here you have brick smelteries, which I would suggest placing 2 near a clay mine, because a clay mine can support 2 brick smelteries if I remembered correctly. So that's just to make brick, and with brick that's the core component of everything else you're gonna build at the start. So I'll just wait a bit until I have some more brick. Now it's taking a bit of time right now to make the bricks, because they need to get here to the brick smelteries, and then a drone from it needs to go all the way to my hub over here and bring it there, because every one of these buildings only has 1 drone, so it goes back and forth all the time. So what I suggest is getting here a warehouse, putting it down near your brick smelteries, so that the drones here only have to go to here and then back, which is a lot faster than going halfway around the planet. So now brick should start piling up faster. So I have 25 brick now, which means I can build it up a bit. Workers' residences, 1, 2, 3, 4. All of these will fill up slowly with people as long as they have what they want. So for example, these ones, they want a city center, so I'll go here, give them a city center. And now their happiness will go up a bit more. Happier people pay more taxes. So that's what you want to do. But obviously, the vegetables that we have here, the 8, they're gonna run out eventually. Especially because we don't just have these few people here. So we need to make a vegetable farm. So let's just plop one down right about here. Now this red symbol means that it doesn't have farms. So it's a farm without farmland. So you need to click on it, and down here. Either click on vegetable field to place them, or click on this to automatically place them. And they have a maximum of 5. And now it's getting vegetables. Now what you'll notice is that they want workwear and a pub. However, there's no pub, and for the workwear I don't have enough workers. I'm missing 34. You may notice that this thing popped up. An energy shortage. That means I don't have enough energy. So I need to go here and build a wind park. A few, and then we got enough energy again for the houses. So I'll let them pile up a few bricks so I can make my city real big. Now this popped up, which means I have new buildings to unlock. So I can right click these to dismiss them, and aha, a pub. But I'm missing people to build it. But I can build workwear now. Workwear is a bit more complicated than vegetables, because you first of all need the farm for it. And then you also need the factory to make the clothes itself. So put one here. This makes the workwear. This makes the cotton needed for the workwear. So let's put down a few more farms. So let's add some more workers' residences to hopefully unlock the pub soon. Aha, you saw that. Pub is unlocked, so let's put one down. Now their happiness goes up even more. But, you see, workwear fluctuating, so I don't have enough factories or enough farms to support the factories. So let's fix that. As you can see, there's 10 out of 10 people living here, and their happiness is at 100%. So I can press here to upgrade my city. Now I need to choose. Do I want science or military? I don't think it matters too much which one you choose, so I'll go for science. So that changes the look of my city center to science. And now you see the people have more needs, because now they're smarter. Of course, you don't need to press on every building and go down here. You can just go here, press this, or press G, and then go through it like that. Until you don't have bricks anymore. By the way, if you zoom in, you can see the people walking, and you could hear them. Now in the building section, a new tab unlocked because I unlocked stage 2 of my civilization, science. Now there's a bunch more things here, new energy like coal mines, and new other buildings. I can make steel, I can make guns, and I can make juice. But to do that, I need to unlock more of these stage 2 citizens. Because if I go here, for example, the coal mine, for example, is locked because I don't have enough science people for that. Aha, I unlocked something. Let's see what it is. Over here in science I have unlocked the tab 2, which gives me holo factories for holo displays. But I can't do those yet because I don't have enough scientists. Since I have the science unlocked now, I can go here to the iron mines, put up some iron. And also to the coal mines, put up some coal mines. As you can see, that caused the power shortage, so I'll just put up more wind parks. Now obviously coal power plants are stronger, but they need steel, so they are more expensive than wind parks. But I don't think pollution is a thing in this game, at least not yet, so that doesn't matter. To make iron you need to put down some iron smelteries, and then out of iron you can make steel, for which you need a steel work. So here are iron smelteries, they need both coal and iron. Both coal and iron ore to make iron ingots, and then you put down your bricks, your steel work, and that will make steels over time. Now while I wait for bricks and steel, let's go over this thing, which is selecting a technology. Research. First of all, the first thing you'll do on both ones, science or military, is regenerative fabric, which just makes it so that for workwear you need 10% less cotton. So let's get that going. It'll slowly go through here, and then it'll be done eventually, and then you go more, further and further. It's pretty self-explanatory what all of these do. The process of researching is sped up by having more scientists in your city, so I forgot to mention that. Eventually you get the exo spaceship, which is just very good, I think. I've never gotten there myself. Now you may wonder, what happens when my money runs out? Well, that's quite simple. You can't build anymore, you lose the game. But with all of the starter money you have so much that it's hard to run out. But I've already got a quarter of mine gone. What I should do is build a lot of workers' residences so that people pay more taxes, so that I get into positives again and start making money instead of always spending it. So I will do that. But let's quickly, while I wait for more bricks, go over lakes and also mountains, which I believe I have somewhere on this planet as well. There. You can't build on lakes or on mountains. That's the rough territory that was mentioned with the hardness of the planets. Also, you can see my balance just quickly dipped into the positives there, because I have enough people. So now I make 1,284 while only losing 1,220. This fluctuates because of how people work, so at night the taxes go down. So this isn't enough yet, I need to make more workers' residences. Eventually it gets very, very easy to stay in the positives. I think my record was like 10,000. And I think that counts as a minute, so 10,000 credits a minute, which was quite good. But that was when I had like 8 colonies, so that's far in the future. Now you may wonder, hold on, the people want holo factories, but they want copper and sand for that. Where do I get that? Copper and sand you get from the desert. So you'll need to get a second colony for that. But getting copper and sand basically works like getting clay or iron or coal. So I won't get into that. What I will get into though is how to colonize a second planet. And that'll be the last thing I'll get into in this video. But if you want more guides, then just comment it and I might make another one. First of all, you need your ship above your hub so that you can load it up. So now you have here this thing, so you can choose here if you want 10, 100, 1 or maximum of the thing. So I'll put 10 steel, or 20, and that's just 40 bricks and 20 vegetables. So now my ship is full with that. So let's get it over here, onto this one. There it comes. As soon as it drifts onto it, you can already build this thing. That's why you need the steel, because it costs 5 steel to build that thing along with some bricks. Now all of it starts from the beginning again, with building workers' residences, setting up mines for clay and such. The only place where clay doesn't grow except for gas planets is these ones, frost planets. They don't have clay. So you need to set up a trade network to get clay to those. But how do I set up a trade network? Well, you go down here, trade routes, create new trade route. Then you have to add the colonies. So for example, center, and this one, which is called angle colony, and then the spaceship. So I already have one. And now I just need to tell what should come from which colony to which. Let's just say bricks. They get loaded onto the ship in center. Let's just say 5 bricks. And then over here, 5 bricks get unloaded from the ship. So now I constantly get 5 brick from my first colony to my second one, back and forth. The ship does that automatically. I hope you found this guide to be helpful, and I hope my sickness wasn't too apparent. And I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next video. If you want to see more of this, just comment and like and maybe subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, bye bye!